What legal cases established out-of-pocket maximums? Imagine a safety net that stops your healthcare costs from spiraling out of control. That safety net is what out-of-pocket maximums are all about. They are limits on how much you have to pay for covered health services in a year. But how did these limits become part of our health system? Well, they didn't come from a single court case. Instead, they grew through laws and policies over time. The most important milestone was the Affordable Care Act, passed in 2010. This law set clear rules on how much you could pay out of your own pocket. It made sure that most private insurance plans could not charge more than a certain amount for deductibles, co-payments, and co-insurance combined. This was a big step in protecting consumers from huge medical bills. Before this law, some insurance plans had stop-loss provisions. These were agreements to limit how much the insurer would pay, but they weren't regulated by law. They varied a lot and weren't guaranteed for everyone. The Affordable Care Act standardized these limits, making them a legal requirement. Now, insurers had to follow specific maximums. When it comes to courts, there's no big case that created out-of-pocket maximums. Courts have mostly been involved in cases about how these limits are applied. For example, some lawsuits have challenged whether insurers are following the rules or how they count costs toward the maximum. Recent legal disputes have looked at practices like copay accumulator programs. These programs can affect how much of your payments count toward your out-of-pocket maximum. Courts have examined whether such practices violate the rules set by the Affordable Care Act. In Medicare, which is the government health plan for seniors, traditional Medicare doesn't have out-of-pocket maximums. But Medicare Advantage Plans, which are private plans approved by the government, do have these limits because of federal rules. There have also been discussions about adding out-of-pocket maximums to traditional Medicare, but those are policy proposals, not court rulings. So, in short, the main driver behind out-of-pocket maximums is the federal law called the Affordable Care Act. Courts have played a role in interpreting and enforcing these rules, especially when disputes arise. Knowing this helps seniors understand that these limits are there to protect them from huge expenses. It's good to stay aware of ongoing legal issues, like copay accumulator programs, because they can influence how much you pay out of your own pocket. Understanding these rules can help you better manage your healthcare costs and avoid surprises.